cost. Azure is not charging you any extra amount for this. Where in which means in this service, what you can do, you can monitor the performance, alerts, logs, activities of Azure resources in it. Very simple definition I'm giving here. Okay, and this Azure monitor will automatically capture all the activities that what you are doing in all your resources in your subscription. Okay, in all your subscription. Okay, in I'll say here in your subscription. Okay, what all the activities that you are doing with your Azure resources, that all it will capture, okay, by itself. There is no extra configuration that you have to do for this in Azure Monitor. It is one of the monitoring services that you are having in Azure Cloud Platform, okay, for all the Azure resources. Understand the concept, guys, so that in the interviews, automatically you can frame the sentence by yourself only. See, now this sentence, what I have framed now, I have framed it by myself only because I have practiced this concept. I have used these services. I have done a lot of hands-on on it. That's why I'm able to frame these sentences here. You won't find this definition anywhere in the Google. It's just my own sentence, my own definition. And the interviewer wants that you are able to express the concept. You are able to, perform in the interview. Okay, you are referring any article. You are not referring the article. Okay, it doesn't matter to the interviewer. If you are able to express, if you are able to convey the message, what is being asked, it is done. Your job is finished. Trust me, that's true. No one is asking you to give some great Google articles definition. Okay, fine. So what I'll do now, for this Azure Monitor, I'll first have some resources, like I'll just deploy one virtual machine for Azure Monitor. Okay, and I'll deploy one Azure storage account also, and I'll show you all the things like alerts, activity logs, okay, and then metrics, and then log analytics workspace in Azure Monitor. All these things I'll show one by one. So first, what I'll do, I'll deploy one virtual machine for Azure Monitor demo, for Azure Monitor labs, to show you one by one. Okay, so let me go ahead and create a virtual machine first. Virtual machine is as usual, normal routine virtual machine we are going to create, nothing new here for us. Okay, I'll just create one virtual machine here. Okay, with this name and detail. This is a routine procedure that we have done many times, guys. Nothing new here for us. Okay, I'll just take Windows 2019. Okay, so I'll take this definition like infrastructure, 8 GB RAM, 2 core, and then password. I'll give the password for this virtual machine is something like this. Okay, I'll say here the port openings. The rest of the things I'm just leaving it to default, and then I'll go ahead and create a virtual machine. Okay, fine. I'm deploying a virtual machine. Okay. So let the VM deployment gets completed here. I'm waiting for it.
అంకుల్ ఇచ్చేయండి అప్పులో మేము ఖాళీ అవుతున్నారు పద్ధతి అందులో ఉంటే 16 రోజులు
Okay, let the VM gets deployed here. Good. Now the VM got deployed. Okay, this is my virtual machine. Okay, fine. Now see guys, carefully notice here. I want to perform multiple activities on this virtual machine. Multiple activities means like, starting and stopping of the virtual machine. First I'll stop, then I'll start, then I'll do a restart. Like this different types of activities I'm doing on top of this virtual machine. Then I'll show you how it is being captured by Azure Monitor. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just stop the VM here first. Okay. Let the VM get stopped here. Okay, now virtual machine stopped here. Now I'll start the virtual machine. So what I'm doing here, stopping of the virtual machine is one activity, right? Stopping the VM is one activity. Okay, next, what I'll do, I'll start the VM. Starting of the VM is again one more activity, right? Starting the VM is one activity. Okay, I'll start the VM. Okay, two activities I have done. This is the first activity that I stop the VM. Then second activity that I start the VM. Then I'll do even third activity also. That is, I'll restart the VM. Restart the VM. Okay. So let the VM get start here. Virtual machine started. Okay. Successfully started virtual machine. That is my VM. Just take a refresh. Okay. See now status is showing as running. Means successfully started the virtual machine. Now I'll do restart the VM. This is also one activity. Is one activity. So multiple activities I'm doing on virtual machine. Okay. I'll just say here restart. See, restarting the virtual machine. Let us get restarted here. We'll give some time to it. Okay. See now the virtual machine is restarted. Virtual machine restarted successfully and it is showing the status as running. Okay. See, it is showing the status as running here. Good. Nice. Very nice. Now, these are the multiple activities that I have done on this virtual machine. See, you can check all these things in your Azure Monitor for all different resources also, not for only virtual machine. You can see for many other resources as well. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to search here for monitor. Okay, see, I got the monitor here. Okay, click on it. See, what you are going to do, you can perform multiple activities. You can get the information about application insights, container insights, virtual machine insights, network insights, many things basically here. Okay, I am showing you with one of the resources, that is a virtual machines. Okay, you can see here it is showing you. You can get the activities or insights, detailed information about applications, virtual machines, storage account, containers, networks, etc., etc. I am showing you one with virtual machines. Okay. Now, if you go to activity log here, these are all called the features of a virtual Azure monitor. Okay. If you go to activity log here, what all the activities has been done on virtual machine. Okay, it is showing you here by default. See what we have done. We have deallocated the virtual machine. We have created the virtual machine. We have stopped the virtual machine. We have started the virtual machine, and then we have restarted the virtual machine. All this activity is showing here. See, 2 minutes ago, we have done the restart. Okay, 2 minutes ago means what is the date today? Friday, 24th March 2023, 7:48 GMT plus 5:30 IST, Indian Standard Time. And on this subscription, and who has done this one? surekha.azure.tech@outlook.com. So I have logged in here with this mail ID, with this name, Surekha. So that is what it is going to show. And before that, I have started the virtual machine. Why? Because I have stopped the VM. Right. First, what I have done, I have stopped the VM, one activity, started the VM, then restarted. So it will show you the latest one on top. Okay. And the last one is here in the bottom. Something like this. Okay. So now started the virtual machine. So have you done anything extra configuration here to get all these things to in your Azure monitor? No. Automatically by default it has captured everything. So that is what I have told here in the definition. What I have told in the definition here, see. Okay, by default, okay, you will get it for free of cost, in which we can monitor the performance, all these things of our Azure resources in our subscription, and what all the activities that you are doing with your Azure resources, like example as virtual machine, that all it will capture by itself. Okay, what it is doing, what all the activities that you are doing with your Azure resources. We have taken example here for us is virtual machine. Okay, then what it has done, it has done all the activities what we have done, it has captured by itself. Okay, all it will capture by itself. There is no extra configuration that you have to do for this in Azure monitor. Now you tell me, to get all this information. Okay, restarted, when restarted, how much time back, on which date and time, on which day, who has done all these things. Have you done any extra configuration? Have you put even a single effort here? No, everything you will getting by default. Amazing. Not only for this VM, not only for this VM. See, if you just go here for this one, okay, see now it is showing you operation name, restarted the virtual machine, timestamp, this is the details, initiated by, done by this mail ID. Okay, and then see, this is the JSON script that has come, and it will give you the details also. Okay, restarted the virtual machine, and it comes in the compute services. The virtual machine was in this Naresh RG resource group. Okay, and it comes under compute category. Okay, all these details, see, it is just showing it to you. Okay, see, in this subscription, this is the subscription ID. In this resource group, providers is Microsoft Compute. Virtual machine name is my VM. This VM has been restarted. It is showing you, it is giving you all the details. This is subscription, guys. This is subscription ID. Okay, then resource groups. In that resource group, what is the resource group name? This one, Naresh RG. Providers, which services? Compute services. In compute, what? Virtual machines. Because in compute services, we are having many resources, right? We are having VM scale set, we are having VMs, we are having a lot of different things. Okay, hold on. Fine. Then in that, it is saying that my VM. Like this details, you will get it. These things you will get, guys, slowly as you start working on it. Automatically, this maturity, you will get it very easily. Fine. So Madhavi, what you are asking, this one? This you are asking me. What is this S plus? Okay. No, the recovery services, what I have told Madhavi, this won't get deleted. There is a separate procedure for it to delete. Okay, just see the recordings. I have told this very clearly. Still, no need to bother actually. Okay, recovery services fault won't get deleted also. It's a key vault or recovery services vault. Let me check. It's a vault. So it will take vault as RSV as also vault, and key vault as also as vault only. Okay, I don't want to go to some other topics here, guys. Okay, see, check it from your end. So here the point I'm trying to make it is that it will give you the details basically about the activities that what you are doing. Now the point I'm trying to make here is, in the entire subscription, whatever the VMs you are restarting, stopping, deleting, whatever you are doing now, for all the VMs, you will get the details here, not only for one VM or two VMs. Where? In Azure Monitor in activity log. Okay, in Azure Monitor in activity log. Now, if you come here to home, if you come to the virtual machine, if you go inside this virtual machine, here also you are having activity log. See, if you notice here also you are having activity log. This activity log will show you the activities only respective to this virtual machine. Okay, this activity log will show you the virtual machine only for this respective VM, whereas Azure Monitor will give you the activities for all the resources that you are doing in your subscription, for all the resources that you are doing in your subscription. Okay, is that clear or not, guys? Next, alerts. Okay, this is another feature of Azure Monitor, alerts. See, it's very normal. Okay, when you have deployed a virtual machine, okay, when you have deployed a virtual machine, okay, then you need an alert. Okay, you need an alert based upon some conditions, based upon some conditions, like when the CPU percentage of your VM goes beyond 85%, then you need an alert. Because if your CPU percentage of the VM going beyond 85%, then your VM is completely engaged, and there are highly likely chances that your VM will go to a hung state. If VM goes to a hung state, application will stop responding to end users, and end users cannot do any navigations to your business application. They cannot do any shopping. Then there will be an impact to the users, and the what happened ultimately loss for the business. See, I'll tell you, indigo.com is one business application. Indigo.com is one business application. Okay, users are, you know, log into this application and they are trying to book their flight tickets. If VM CPUs, okay, memory, RAM, and all these things goes beyond 80% or 95%, 90%, whatever the number is, then VMs goes to a hung state. Application is sitting on top of a VM. So application will also get hang. If application is hangs, then no user can book their flight tickets. And what will happen here? The users will get impacted, and if users will get impacted, then there is a loss of business, loss of money. So everything is interdependent on each other. So in such situations, when the VM is going beyond 75% or 60, 70, 75, 80, depends upon business requirement, whatever the number you want, you can put it here. Then automatically you need an alert. Then you can set these things in alerts in Azure Monitor. Okay, and also there are many things. Application activity monitoring. I think here you can see, Madhavi, for applications you can see here multiple resources are there. I'm just considering with virtual machine. Okay, you can get the insights for multiple resources. Okay, that is what it has mentioned here, for many resources. Okay, but in your project, whatever the scope, that what the resources that you are using or what accesses you are having for you for your role and responsibility in your project. Only that things you can see. Rest of the things it will not be visible for you, though it's in your scope of the project. It depends upon your role and responsibility. Azure Monitor is very big ocean, to be honest. I can tell multiple peoples with different roles and responsibilities will use it accordingly as per their project requirement and role. Okay, fine. So now second business case scenario I'll take here. Second business case scenario is something like whenever my VM is getting restarted. Okay, if so and so user, okay, user means DevOps engineer only. Okay, is restarting my virtual machine, then I need an alert. Okay, if so and so user is stopping my VM, is stopping my VM, then I need an alert. Okay, like this, there are many scenarios, many possibilities are there that you can set up an alerts that I'll show it to you right now. See here, go ahead and say create an alert rule. Create an alert rule here. Okay, and here select this resource group and select this VM, this virtual machine. Okay, fine, and then say apply. This is the scope that you want to set up an alerts for this VM. Okay, something like this. Next condition. Okay, see, it is giving me some conditions. Percentage CPU. Okay, means if CPU percentage is going 75% above, 80% above, then there are highly likely chances that it may go to a hung state. Data disk IOPS consume percentage, available memory bytes, how much memory is left for your VM. Okay, OS disk IOPS, network in total, etc., etc. These few performance counters it has given. If you want to see it all, simply click here on see all signals. Okay, and then here see you are getting lot of options. These are related to logs, these are related to metrics, these are related to, okay, administrative logs, multiple options. See now what it is showing here. If someone deletes my virtual machine, I need an alert. If someone restarted my virtual machine, I need an alert. If someone starts my virtual machine, I need an alert. If someone do reapply, okay, I have shown this in virtual machine classes. I'm not sure you guys have remembered or not. See, multiple scenarios. Deallocated means stop, delete means remove the VM, capture virtual machine, then I need an alert. Okay, like this kind of. So I'll just say here restart of the virtual machine. Let us go for this option. I'll say here when whoever is doing a restart for my virtual machine, I need an alert. Say here apply. Okay, restarting the virtual machine. Okay, next what I'll do, I'll say here next action. Okay, so if you're having an action group, you can select it. Okay, if you're not having an action means what it has to do, what Azure Monitor has to do if someone restart the virtual machine, that is called an action. If you're having it, select that one. If you're not, then you have to say create an action group. I don't have any action group here. Okay, see, no results to display. So I'll go ahead and create an action group. Okay, I'll say a resource group as Naresh RG, region let it be global, action group name. Okay, my VM restarted. My VM. Okay, my VM restarted. Okay, successfully. Something I'm just giving the name here. It's your choice. Whatever you want, you can give it. Okay, my VM restart. Okay, the display name is limited to 12 characters. Fine. Next is what? Notifications. Okay, how you want the notification? I want the notification through email, SMS, message, or email Azure Resource Manager role. I'll say here email, SMS. Okay, I'll just give this one. I'll take kiddu.m@gmail.com. Okay, I'll just take this one. Fine. I'm taking this one, kiddu.m@gmail.com. If you want an alert even on your SMS mobile also, you can select this one. You can pass your mobile number. Country code, India, USA, whatever it is. Plenty of country codes are there. Okay. Ours is 91, right? So you can just pass here 91. Okay, this is India. Pass your phone number. Mobile app notification. If you want an notification on mobile app also. Azure is having a mobile app like Swiggy and Zomato. You will get the notification on mobile app also. Voice note also. Amazing. Voice note also, you will get it here. If your VM has been restarted, kind of stuff. And you have to pass the phone number and say, okay, I'm just giving as of now mail ID. Okay, I want this on this mail ID. Click on okay. Pass that mail ID here, same. Hiddu.m@gmail.com. Okay, I'm passing this mail ID. Action has been set. Okay, I'll just don't say anything here because last I have done. Last step, pass on the tags here accordingly. Then say here review plus create and then click on create. Now the action group that we have set up for the alert rule that what we want when the VM is getting restarted. Okay, my VM restarted. This is that the VM name, right? What is the VM name? My VM. That is what I have given here. My VM restarted successfully. Something I have given like this. Next details. I'll just say here alert rule name. My VM restarted. Okay, successfully. I'm just passing anything here, guys. Alert rule name, you can pass anything. Description also, you can just mention here. My VM, okay, which is, okay, my VM, which is a prod server, has been restarted successfully. Something, guys, something. This name also, you can pass anything as per your choice. This description also, you can pass off any on your choice. Next, click on tags here. Pass on the tags accordingly. Review plus create. And then click on create. Okay, now what it is doing? It is creating an alert rule. It is creating an alert rule here. Okay. So, once this alert rule gets created, see, alert rule got created. Okay. Just come here. You will get the alert rule here. Okay, but I think it will take some time to get update. Okay, I'll just wait for some time. Okay, just say refresh here. I have set it this for this mail ID, right? gmail.com. Okay, on this one. See, I got an email from Microsoft. I got an email also. You have been added to an Azure Monitor action group. Okay, with this resource group, Naresh RG. See, this is my resource group now, right? Naresh RG, right? This is the resource group as Naresh RG. That is what it has mentioned. Action group name, what we have said, my VM restarted successfully. This is on this subscription ID. If you want to check, just go here, click inside this virtual machine and check the subscription ID. See, C6D638, C6D638, etc. 7B91, 7B91. Perfectly all right. This is done. Fine. Now we'll get an alert also here. I'm not sure how much time it will get. It will take to reflect it. It will take some time. Ah, see, came here. It came here. Severity and all. I'll just test it. I am just clicking. I'm just editing here. Okay. All these things. Okay. So email, I have set it here. Okay. Fine. So I'll just come here. Okay. I have set it an alert rule saying that my VM restarted successfully. Okay, fine. Now what I'll do, I'll go here and I will restart my virtual machine now. Okay, why? Because I'm checking whether I'm really getting an alert or not. Okay. So let the VM get restarted here. Let us wait for some time for it.
ఇది నింపేసి కింద పెడతా ఇది నింపి కింద పెడతా
my expectation is that I should get an alert or notification email on my mail ID what I have passed. And maybe guys, sometimes it will take like 5 to 10 minutes also, depends upon Microsoft servers. See, virtual machine restarted successfully. Fantastic. This is done now. Okay, just take a refresh. Okay, it is running. Now I'll come here. See, I'll still get an, I didn't get an email. Okay, when I have set up an alert rule by passing this mail ID, hiddu.atm@gmail.com, I got it. Yes. But after I restarted the virtual machine, I should get one alert email also that I'll get it as notification. But it might take some time, some 5 to 10 minutes of time. I'm not sure. See, still we have not received yet. Okay, but will come. It will come for sure. I'm not sure how much time it will take. Okay, sometimes it comes quickly, sometimes it will make a delay of 5 to 10 minutes also. It depends upon the Microsoft servers. That is what I want to show it. Okay, I'll just show it here when it comes in. Okay, fine. I don't want to waste the time here for it. Okay, it will come for sure, but no doubt in that. Fine. So this is what I'm trying to show here, that we can set up an alerts not only for one performance counter or one kind of metrics or logs. You can set alerts for many things. Okay, you can set alerts for restart, stop, and delete, or redeploy, reapply. You can go for percentage CPU, hell lot of performance counters and things that you can see it here that I have shown already, right? Next, I will show you the metrics. This is another feature of Azure Monitor. What is metrics, guys? Here, metrics basically here you are measuring the performance of your VM. Okay, you are measuring, or monitoring the performance of your VM here. Means like you are designing a graphs or metrics in which, okay, you will monitor, or you keep an eye, okay, on top of your Azure resources, on top of your Azure resources. Okay. Okay. So here also you are having different performance counter that you can consider. So see what I have done. I click on metrics here. This window gets open. Okay. Where is your VM? Select that resource group. That is Naresh RG. Select this VM and say apply. This is the scope that you have selected. Now see different metrics you are having. See, lot of metrics are there. Okay, data disk queue depth, data disk target bandwidth, data disk target IOPS. These are all related to data disk. Like this, you are having disk read bytes, you are having inbound flows, you are having network related, you are having OS disk related, data disk related. See, these are all OS disk related metrics that you are finding it out here. Okay, so like this, see, plenty of options you are having. Okay, in that, if you want to search particular anything, you can search it. I'll say a percentage CPU. Percentage CPU. Okay, see, I got it. Percentage CPU. What you want to see? You want to see average of your VM percentage CPU. You want to see minimum. You want to see maximum. What? Let us take average. So see here now, my percentage CPU. Okay, was 44%, I believe. See here, it was 44% at 7 2 a.m. 7 2 a.m. Okay, 7 over 2. Then suddenly it got decreased. It came to how much it is, I believe 5%. Okay, at 7 a.m. See the time here. Below it is showing you the time. See, tooltip it is showing you the time. Then it got increased a little. See this dot. Okay, at what time? At 7:12 a.m. It again shoot up. It spike up to 18% approximately. Then again it got decreased. Okay, see, it got decreased to almost 1 or 2% hardly. Then it got increased again. So like the percentage CPU is going something like this. If you take an average of all these things, okay, like 45, then something 15, then 18 divided by number of pointers, that how much it is you are getting, then you will get an average. Like this, you can do it. And if you want to save this metric also, you can save this metric by simply clicking here on add metric. That's it. This metric got saved. Now, if you want to design any other metric, let us take some other metric. If you want OS disk, let us take read bytes. Okay, let us see. See, OS disk read bytes. This is the graph we are getting for OS disk read bytes. Something it is showing it here, guys. Okay. And if the VM is like 2 years old, 1 year old, then you will get very good graphs. Okay, you will get good graphs here. See, up to here it is showing nothing, straight line, because the VM, I think we created the VM at 7:30. Okay, it is showing 2 a.m. I'm not sure it is showing for last VM or what it is. I have just created that VM also with the same name. But the graph, something it will come like this. And if you want to see this graph in different charts, like area chart, then simply select the area chart. If you want to see in bar chart, you can select here as bar chart. Okay. If you want to see multiple scattered different things, different charts, that what you want, you can set it up here. Okay, based upon your project requirement. And then if you want, you can say here add matrix. This also got saved. See, two metrics got saved here. Like this, you can just save the metrics here. Okay, for your future references. So now once you have designed this, just simply click here on it, and this metric will be shown to you. Okay, percentage CPU. And if you want to see this one, then you can simply click on this one, OS disk read bytes. It is showing you OS disk read bytes. Something, it just gives you the metrics, and that is ready. But the same thing you are seeing here for virtual machine level also, guys. See, activity logs you are having, and metrics you are having, alerts you are having. Okay, and diagnostic settings, logs, the same thing you are having here in Azure Monitor also. The difference, the basic difference is that you can set up all these things here, alerts, metrics and all, only for this VM, because it is inside this VM. Whereas in Azure Monitor, you can set it for any VM or anything that you want for your in your subscription. In your subscription. Okay, now it is just giving you the logs here. Okay, logs is what, guys? Logs is basically, I'll just tell you. Okay, logs is basically, okay, something like, if you want to know the details of your VM, logs. What if you want to know the details of your VM? Like, example, how many jobs got succeeded in my VM, okay, in last 24 hours, something like this kind of details. Okay, how many jobs got failed, okay, in my VM, got failed in my VM in last 48 hours, like this. How many times, okay, how many times my VM has been restarted, okay, in last 7 days. Okay, like this kind of information, you will get it in logs. You will get it in logs here. That is, this logs, we can also call it as log analytics workspace, LAW. LAW stands for what? Log analytics workspace. Okay, is that clear or not, guys? So this is what about the logs it is reflecting. Now see here, for all these details now, guys, either you can write the queries from your end, or else you can just select it. Performance is this one only, not the metrics. That is, this is what performance, what I have shown just now. It will give you the percentage CPU. It is giving you the performance only, na? Right? Yes or no? Percentage CPU I have shown, that is performance only. How much is your percentage VM CPU is getting consumed? at what time it is going to its peak, at what time it is coming down, all these things. You will get this complete metrics. See, I have shown you just for last half an hour, but in your real-time projects, you will see for last 3 months. You will see for last 2 weeks like this. Yes, yes, we can do application monitoring also. We can do Dilip. The same question is asked by Madhavi. I have just told that to Madhavi just half an hour before. I am showing it for virtual machine, but yes, application monitoring also you guys can do in Azure Monitor. Okay, fine. Depends upon guys. See, if you are a developer, then you will do application monitoring. Okay, if you are a DevOps engineer, you will do virtual machine storage account monitoring. If you are Kubernetes developer, then you will do Kubernetes monitoring. If you are working on container side, then you will do container monitoring. I have told now, depends upon your role, depends upon your uh, roles and responsibilities in your project. Accordingly, you will monitor, you will check, and you will do the things accordingly. You are not going to have the access to monitor all the things. You are not going to have the access. Trust me. In real-time companies, in TCS, Infosys, like this, we are having a separate team who works only in containers. We are having a separate team who only works on Kubernetes. We are having a separate team who only works on virtual machines. And why it is like this, you are not going to manage 10 VMs, 10 virtual machines. You are not going to manage 100 virtual machines. You are not going to manage 1,000 virtual machines. You are going to manage thousands of virtual machines. Okay, Kubernetes clusters. Okay, so the person who is working as Kubernetes engineer, he will not touch any other thing except Kubernetes. So he'll get the access to monitor, to do the performance, to do the alerts for Kubernetes only. For DevOps engineers, it is for IaaS and PaaS services only. You won't touch any other things. Okay, we're getting guys. And in Microsoft company or in Google, like these very big companies, okay, it is something like this. Virtual machine means virtual machines only. That's it. You won't touch any other resource. And virtual machine means not 10, 20, 50, 100. It will be thousands of virtual machines. Container means not 1, 2, 3, 10, 50 containers. It will be hundreds and thousands of containers that you have to manage, you have to take care of. Everything is in enormous. Okay. That is what I'm trying to say here. Now, the logs I was talking about, here also same. I'm showing you here. See, audit different scenarios. Most recent deleted key value operations. I don't know what it is. Most recent client errors, group number of requests. If you want to see anything here, okay, I'll just make some sensible things here. See, many scenarios are there. Even we won't use these many scenarios in our projects. Yes, but Azure has given. It is something like this, guys. I'll tell you. In our mobile, when we purchase a new mobile, okay, when we purchase a new mobile, Oppo, OnePlus, or I don't know what the mobiles, Apple phone and all, we are having plenty of applications in our mobile already inbuilt, already there. Are we using each and every application in our mobile? No, we won't use, and we don't know about that applications also. Why? Because we are not having time. Okay, we are not exploring. We are completely busy with our job schedule and all. We don't touch 70% of the applications in our mobile. The regularly used application in our mobile is something like WhatsApp will use, YouTube will use little bit, will use alarm and stopwatch, will use weather, like this kind of applications. Hardly some 10 to 15 applications will use. But how many applications you are having in your mobile? Maybe 30, 40 applications are there. Are you using each and everything? No. In the same way here also, many scenarios is there. See, the list just goes on. Okay, until your retirement also, you are not going to use each and everything in this what it is being given. But yes, it is given. But based upon your project scope, only you will use very few, very little, which is only needed for you. It's not with you, it will be with everyone like this only. Okay, is that clear? Fine. So I'll just do here. Just I'll show you something virtual machines if I take here. Okay. See, this one is we use very frequently. Virtual machine available memory. Okay, how much CPU or RAM is being consumed and how much is left. Available memory, how much is left. If I say run here, okay, see now the query got typed here automatically for me. That query got typed here automatically for me. And the condition here, okay, see it is running the query. It is taking long time. Why it is loading? See, it is loading here. It is loading and it is running here. Why it is happening? Because now to fetch the information, see what information I'm trying to fetch. I'm trying to fetch that what is the available memory for my VM, okay, in last 24 hours if I want to see. Why it is happening, you know, because the condition here to get this information, I have to connect my VM to log analytics workspace. Okay, see it will run for 1 hour also. I know the problem because I'm in practice. So what I'll do, I'll come here, I'll come to home, I'll create one log analytics workspace. Okay, it's not coming like this. So type here full name, log analytics workspace. Okay, we got it here. Click on this one, click on create a log analytics workspace here. We'll take this Naresh RG. I'll take here Naresh LAW. Okay. Name deleted in last 14 days. Okay, you cannot take this name. Okay, fine. I'm just saying here some unique name kind of. Review plus create. Okay, see it is still running. Okay, so it happens. What I'll do, I'll deploy this log analytics workspace and then I will connect my VM. Okay, what I'm saying here, I have to connect my VM to LAW. Then only it will give me this information. Okay, at least this query will either say data is there for us or else it will say no data is available. Some result it will show. It's just keep on loading here. So why it is loading? Because this LAW should be connected to my VM. So right now I'm deploying the LAW. Let's it gets deployed. Then I'll connect this LAW to my virtual machine. Okay. So let us wait for some time for it. Let it get deployed here. Okay, the deployment is completed. Good. Come to the virtual machines here. See, it is showing one VM is there with a name called my VM and it is not connected. So I'll just go inside this VM and I'll say here connect. I'll say here connect. Okay.
సరే సరే ఓకే.
It is still connecting. It will take some time, guys. I know that very well. Okay. It is connecting to Naresh LAW 1515 to this log analytics workspace. Okay. Okay, now see it got connected to this workspace. Status is showing as this workspace. Okay, so I'll just say a select scope. Okay, I'll say this virtual machine. I'll say apply. Now see it immediately stopped. And now, okay, it got connected here. Okay, I will select this one, this query, and then I'll say here run. The query was stopped. Okay, say run here. It is running now. See, no results found. Okay. So this is the one that I'm seeing for the last 24 hours means it's not possible because I have deployed this VM just in the beginning of the class. So likewise, if this VM is 6 months old, 1 year old, like this, then it may show you some data. Last 3 days, select the filter here, whatever you want. So these are some conditions, okay, that you want to see. Mostly I'll just show you for audit here. Okay, so I'll just go to tables, I'll go to queries here. Okay, and you can connect to multiple VMs also, guys. You can connect a one log analytics workspace to multiple VMs. Okay, I'll just open a new window here. Okay, agent latency spikes. I don't want errors if I want to see any here. Okay, that also I can see. Security, performance related things. Okay, chat CPU usage. Okay, let's me check here. See, I just double click on it. The query got typed for me here. Okay, I want to see for last 24 hours, last 4 hours, whatever you want, you can apply the filter here and click on run. Okay, so it is running your query. I'm not sure whether it will show some data or not. No result is found from last 4 hours. It's pretty obvious that the VM is deployed just now. Okay, top 10 virtual machines by CPU utilization. You want to see the CPU consumption for the top 10 VMs. Right now, I'm having only one VM. I'm just saying if for top 10 VMs, okay, then you can just double click on it. The query will get typed for you and then click on run. It will show you some data. It's not going to show anyhow because there is no 10 VMs here basically. Okay, virtual machine disk space. If you want to see all these details, you can get it, guys, easily. Okay, just double click on it. The query will get typed to you. And one more thing, remember here, if you want something to see which is not already available here, in that case, you have to write this query. Okay, KQL query, we call it as. It depends upon separate developers will be there for these queries here. Not everyone will be expert here in this, but basic level of knowledge, okay, you can understand it basically with the time and you work in the projects. Okay, now see, I got an alert also. I told now I will show you. It came. I'm not sure. It came. Acha, long back it came. 19 minutes ago it came. So I think it came maybe after 2 or 3 minutes only. See, activity log alert. My VM restarted successfully on 24th March. Okay, category as an administrative. Operation name. Okay, restarted the virtual machine. And with this subscription ID, label is informational. All the details here. Caller is this one, Sureka.aztech. Who has done restart here for the virtual machine? Sureka only done, right? With this mail ID only, I have done the restart. Now, guys, that's what it is showing here. He has done this one. Status is accepted. Okay, everything went successful. If you want, you can see in Azure portal also. Like this, you will get an email notification also if you want it. And see, you got this email from where? Azure-no reply at Microsoft.com. Directly, you are getting from Microsoft only. So like this, alerts, configurations, okay, metrics, and logs, performance, okay, for all these things that you can do for it, that you can do in Azure Monitor. Not only for VMs, you can do it for other Azure resources also. Okay, fine, guys. So this is what Azure Monitor theoretical information. Okay, fine. That is what I've said here. See, metrics and logs. It can take the data in the form of metric and logs. Azure Monitor can take the data in the form of metrics and logs from all these things: applications, operating system, Azure resources. Azure resources means many things comes here: virtual machine, storage account, networking, containers, Kubernetes, etc., etc. It can take the information about subscription also. Who has logged into the subscription? How long they have logged in the subscription? What activities they have done in the subscription? All these things also that you can do it. You can take it in the Azure Monitor, and then you can do multiple operations here. Like you can do the insights to get the details. Basically, insights is nothing but get the details. Okay, visualize the data. You can analyze. You can respond. You can integrate also. Okay, integrate means that you can show in different ways, like in dev tools or in reports, third-party analysis, and all that you can do. So the basic things that we'll do in Azure Monitor is alerts, activity logs, metrics, and log analytics workspace. These all things we'll do in Azure Monitor. Okay, fine, guys. So I'll just stop the class here for today. Tomorrow I'll show with Azure Active Directory. I'll show what is Azure Active Directory and what we are doing in Azure Active Directory. What is this module about? That we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. Okay, fine. All good, guys? Any questions? Guys, actually, we have completed, I think, 26, 27 classes. Okay, there are still many topics to go. And for that reason, I have increased my speed a very little. So please do cooperate with me, guys. And in the initial classes, I went very slow. Okay. So I'm going with a moderate speed. I'm not saying I'm going very speed here. So the only thing to catch up very easily is that to listen to the recordings again and again and do the practice. You can easily catch up. Okay, fine. So any questions, anyone? Or am I good to close the class? No. Khaja, that is still too far. Okay, we are having still plenty of topics to cover. At the end of the classes, before 2 days, 3 days, I'll just share the sample resume. No problem. Okay. Interview question and answers also I'll share. Dumb certifications also I'll share. It depends, guys. Many things are there. You will get stressed up. That much material is there. I'll share it. No problem. Okay. Fine, guys. Anything else? Please tell me. Is all good? As a .NET developer, how much access will get? Depends upon Madhavi. Okay. So if you are very senior in the project, you are working in the project from 4 or 5 years, you will get many privileges. If you are not that senior in the project, you are new or you are a junior resource, then you will get very limited access. It purely depends upon your client. Depends upon your project model. How is the architecture is been designed, and what is the scope that it is defined for the users depends upon their experience. I'm having architects in my projects, so they are having extreme level of accesses. They can do even deletes also. But for me, I don't have access to delete the virtual machines or to make something related to deletion activities, because client won't trust. The client will trust Europeans only. For Indians, they have not given this much of level of access. But the Indians who are working in Europe along with the client have given access to them. So different scenarios, Madhavi. There is no specific answer that I can give for this question. Project deployments will be done by DevOps engineer. I'll just show that one, how we can do that using Azure DevOps. That still I have to show. That's what I had told, right? Many classes are still going pending for us. Many topics are still there. I'll show this deployment of the projects, how we are deploying in Azure Cloud Servers. I'll show it using Azure DevOps CI/CD pipelines. That is yet to discuss. We have not started the topics yet. Okay. All right, guys. Then thank you so much for taking up the classes. We'll connect again tomorrow, and we'll start Azure Active